Stuart, I have a question.
This one.
The most recent book is not just a book. And we all have a habit of looking at a book and reading it like we would any other book. How can we approach uh, reading your new book in a way that will digest in the way that you intend?
This book I wrote requires surrender to read it. One has to let go of a lot of the blocks, the tensions in themselves, the opinions, and open because, the words are like energy in that book. And if you really, open to it and let the words come in, they will really create a deep and profound meditation inside you. So you can't go through that book like you're reading a romance novel, or some intellectual textbook for a class at the university. You have to be open. You have to be truly, your heart has to be open. You have to be ready to receive energy the same way that you'd have to be ready to receive energy in this meditation class. Because it was written that way. I'm telling you again and again, I didn't write this book. I really didn't. I mean, this book came through me. All I was capable of doing is having the craft to put together a book, the technical aspects of it. But all of the words, all the energy, all the Shakti in that book came through because I was ready and open to receive it and let it manifest as that book. So if you read it, don't pick it up to read it like you would some, novel you would read on a beach. Open it, let your heart open. I mean, it's also very simple. It's not the language isn't complex. The language is very direct, very simple. The ideas very direct, very simple, and one can take it in like energy. I mean, every time you read the book, it could be like a meditation that would really help you to grow inside yourself. It was written that way. And again, I didn't write it. I mean, Rudy and Nityananda wrote this book. I was a vehicle through which it came into the world. Now I have to deal with all the stuff that goes on in publishing a book. And I'm telling you, man, I have been blitzed with madness the last week that it's really hard to believe that you write a book like this. Really, the purpose of is to give life. And people are just endlessly trying to scam me to make money off of my book, and not in a good way, in a very terrible way. So, that's been very difficult. But I want at some point I just let it go, and I said, it's not my problem. I mean, it's the problem of these people, and it's their karma, and I just have to be smart enough to let them not to let them do it. And I have a big help from Jennifer and from Kenny and Bob, and I really don't know much about the madness that goes on in the computer world, but I am learning. I'm really learning. But I'm just saying this book has a purpose. Its purpose is to give life. I mean, it really has done it in many ways. It's enabled me to reconnect with people that I have known for many, many years and who really have always lived in my heart. And suddenly this book built a connection between them and myself. And I think that it was worth writing it just for that. My maid, my housekeeper, I gave her a copy of my book. She wrote me a text. Boy, this book is really helping me, Stuart. I mean, we're not talking about somebody who's been practicing spiritual work for 20 years. But I got a text like that from her, telling me how much the book has really helped her. So it has another purpose, understand? But it's also easy to read. It's simple. It's not a complex intellectual diatribe on the metaphysics of the world, you know? It's a very simple, practical, expression of Rudy's meditation. That's what I wanted it to be. I finally wanted Rudy's meditation to come out there in the world, and people to see how miraculous this meditation is, how it gives life to people if they really do it, how it can transform people and turn all their tension and anxiety into something that truly is life-giving. It was the purpose of the book. At any rate, I don't want to go on about my book. If you want to read it, I hope you all read it. If you don't, it's all right also. Uh, but just try to read it in a state of, let go. Let go. And just let it really just take the energy in. That's really on every page. It's Rudy's, I mean, it's Rudra meditation. And I thought the world should know about what we do, not just small groups here and little groups, but I thought maybe this meditation could help save the life of somebody living in, I don't know, Africa, living in, South America, all over the United States. And they would see what meditation is in a completely different light. Anyway, does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? I mean, I happen to have developed mastery the craft of writing, how to write short stories, how to write novels, and how to write the kind of book that Rudra meditation is. But man, it's not easy work. It's not easy work. It is very, very hard work to produce a book like that. Which I don't mind doing. Does anyone else have a question they would like to? You have a question, Chris?
I have a suggestion for people reading your book. I've been reading it aloud, practicing to make audio recording of it. I think it's a very good thing to read aloud. It's really helping me so much to read it slowly aloud.
Yeah, because look, my writing style it's influenced by jazz, by music, by all kinds of rhythms, that aren't usually placed in a book. But though that stuff has influenced me a lot, and it's very subtle. The language is very subtle, and it also very musical.
Yes.
And I think that, I've been listening to really great music now since I'm 16 years old. It became part of my writing. And yes, you're right. If people read it aloud, it will become clearer. You'll be able to follow the rhythm of the languages.
Yeah, it's brilliantly written that way.
Does anybody have a question? But beside my book, are there any other questions? No, I don't want to push my book on anybody, but I don't know.
I'll ask. How to improve my concentration? So I'm having my concentration and I don't need anybody else concentration.
Excuse me?
How I can improve my concentration? So I have my concentration and I'm satisfied with my concentration. I do not need anybody else concentration. So I'm not get attached to people with a better concentration. What I should do?
I think your problem on it is not your concentration, is the fact that you have to learn to open your heart. That is the problem. It's not your concentration. You have very strong energy inside you. And what the problem is you got to learn how to open your heart, to be softer inside yourself, in a deeper state of surrender inside yourself. And then all of that energy will flow down to the chakra below the navel, and it'll enable you to not only have your own concentration, but to be able to allow life to teach you what you are here to learn. And your problem really is literally, you got to open your heart. And there's a lot of anger inside you, you know? And you have to open your heart so that
I have every week I have 30 angry people to like throwing the anger in my heart. So
yeah,
and I have another 3 days to clear it up. So it's just
listen,
I'm getting another like another portion every single week.
yeah.
I believe I need concentration to learn how
If you
to
just
clear
stop
it
and
up.
listen, if you stop and listen a minute, those people are telling you that you have a lot of work to do on yourself. That's what they're telling you. When they are trying to dump their anger on you and it's getting into your system, they are telling you you have to really work deeper on yourself. You need to build chi, not just mental strength. You need to build a foundation inside yourself that enables you to open your heart and to enable you to be able to deal with other people's tension without that tension, you know, being sucked into you like a vacuum cleaner. That's what you need. And if you don't want to do it, you're going to have this, But you've come here to practice this meditation because that's what it teaches, how to build foundation in yourself so you can get your heart open. That requires incredible inner strength. And then you can deal with anybody's tension. Whatever people throw at you, you can turn around. You can almost turn it into a joke, really, what people throw at you. But, but it takes time. You have to have patience and understand the amount of time it takes to build the kind of system I'm talking about. You're here working on yourself and you can build that kind of system. But you finally have to say, hey, man, I need to truly find a way to get my heart open, to find a little joy, a little happiness. And that is what the work is about, building a chakra system that enables you to do it. And then when people dump all that, I understand, I've had all that crap dumped on me by people. You're strong enough to deal with it. It doesn't throw you off balance. It doesn't mess up your whole inner life. You have the capacity to transform somebody else's tension, into chi, into power, right below the navel. That enables you to keep your heart open and to have a very strong system inside that can deal with the tensions of life. But this takes time and it takes a lot of work to develop. I mean, I love to work with you, Anna. You have such strength in you. I really do. But I understand that the work has to get to a place where that strength becomes an open heart. don't know what else to say. I hope you've heard what I'm talking about because it's something that'll really, it'll save you. Because inside you, there's this really beautiful human being. And yet all that tension is not allowing you to tap that person. And it's just opening the heart. God is love, you know? But to open the heart, it's not only for her, it's for all of us. You've got to be really strong inside to live with an open heart every day because there's so much bullshit in this world. And people are constantly eating each other up with bullshit in the world. And we allow it to take over. And then we get really tight inside and tense and angry and upset. It's like finding that child inside us. That once delicious infant we were, you know, that was born in the world with sweetness, with love, with everything, you know, and rekindling that energy, but with strength, with chi, with power, from the chakra below the navel to open and to find that sweetness again. It's like paradise lost and paradise regained, you know. And when I see that twinkle in somebody's eye, boy, does it light me up. You know, I mean, it's working. It's working. It's working. The anger goes away. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? That's what I love about retreats. About halfway through the retreat, I look out, everybody has a twinkle in their eye. It's really unbelievable, you know? They come with all their stuff, and about halfway through, I look around and it's a whole different crowd. It's a whole different crowd there. People's eyes start to light up. There's a smile on their face. I mean, you know, it becomes a whole different group that I'm dealing with that first came in the door on a Friday evening. I think it's amazing. It's one of the most amazing things I witnessed. The changes, the transitions that take place, transformations that take place inside people. Does anyone else have a question you'd like to ask? Okay. No more questions. God bless you all. Thank you. There will be meditation tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone. God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening. And I say it all the time. Thank you. You all are my teacher. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I need a teacher too. Every one of you. Your presence, your work, your situation, what you're living with, it gives me an opportunity to grow. And I just have nothing but gratitude to all of you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Stuart.
Fantastic.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.